So let's talk about how to edit on the timeline. So there's a bunch of things that you can do. Like you can just grab anything that's in here and you can just click on it and drag it if you want. I'm just left clicking and dragging. You can see that when you go to the edge of each clip, kind of turns into this little icon. That means that you can move it either left or right. Now sometimes if the shot's as long as it is, it's only going to go as far as it goes, like that. So you can see it stopping like that, but you can make it shorter. You can also make it a little bit longer. It'll go all the way. Now the nice thing is that it'll automatically stop. It kind of sticks right to something like that at the very end. You can also trim. So you know, in the other one that we talked about, how you can play and you can stop and you can zoom in and out. You can also trim. So when you trim, wherever you see this little black line that goes on, you can click on that. So I just clicked, and then I can hit on the scissors again, or this cut, or I can hit C and it'll go back to default. And then therefore I can click on that and then delete it. So you can undo all of this as well. You know, so that's trimming. The other thing that you can do is if you want to move any of your shots or you move anything. So right here, there's this tool that will move everything in your scene. And so, but this is nice. It'll move your scene and then anything else after it. And so like if I go to a spot, let me go somewhere where this audio isn't anymore. So actually right here in scene 20, because then that way you can see on scene 30 as well. So you can see a little bit there. That if I move this, I'm just going to click here. As soon as I click on this, it's going to click anything that is underneath that. So like say for instance I click here, it'll select all of these audio because it's actually part of that. But now if I click on this, it won't select on that part. But because where I clicked, it'll also select these parts. So I can move all of this if I want. You can also undo that. But what it also does is, let's just say that we move this. And this is actually a shot from the previous scene. What it does, you see it selects our scene marker. And remember, our scene marker is going to be our delineation between our scenes. You know, so if we're going to if we're going to go from one scene to the next, like say that I want to go into scene 30, I just click on that. It automatically pops to that. So you can see, let me scroll down a little bit. You can see it goes right to that scene. If I go to 20, it goes right to that scene. You know, so let me scroll down a little bit. You can see I selected this shot that was right before. It's a little bit long. You know, so let's say that I want to move that as well. You know, now it might be best to actually move from here if you're going to do that, but it also is going to move this. And this is just music. And so if say that I don't want to move that music, I'm just going to left click right here. I'm also going to then click on this again, because what I want to do is I want to make my music just a little bit shorter because I don't want it to move. And so then I click on this and I say, all right, let's move all of this. So watch, it's going to also move that timeline, or it's going to move that scene marker as well. You know, and then I can go back and click like this and say, all right, now I can move my music down, you know, like that. So we can undo all of that. Now, the other thing that you can do is, let me go here. Let's say you just want to move the scene down a little bit. So let's click away. So I'm going to click in here. So I'm selecting nothing. I can also just click right here and do the exact same thing. You can see it'll stop. It's like it hits, it sticks. And then when it goes a little bit further, it's going to say, all right, now remember, when you move over top of this, it's going to delete that shot. And then if I keep going, it's going to delete the keyboard typing thing down here, down in this audio. So you can see, like, if I keep going, it'll delete those. You know, so you don't want to do that. So what I can just do is I can just move it just a little bit. So let's just move it. I can just move it just a little bit this way. I can undo it. Now let's say that I just want to move the scene marker. Well, it's just I hold down my Alt key and I click on that scene marker. Therefore, I can move the scene. You know, so now like when I go to the first scene and the second scene, it now goes to that scene marker. So I just have a little bit of an overlap there. I can undo that. There we go. Get back to that. So how you bring in shots and bring in audio is the same way. We just go into our Explorer. And like right now, default how it'll open, if you have not brought in any audio, you won't see the audio folder. If you haven't brought in any images, you won't see the images folder. If you haven't created shots, you won't have a shot folder. But since I have, and you can see that I have them and they're already in order. As soon as you create it, Filmatick automatically puts it in the correct scene. So you can see I've got all my scenes here. I can move these in any scenes that I want. I'm not limited to where that scene is. But let's just say that I'm just going to grab this, and you can see I'm grabbing a video. And I'm just going to drag this onto my timeline. Now you can see that I have, it's so long, so it's not going to let me actually because it's red. So let's see if I can grab a smaller one. Maybe, I don't know. No, that's pretty long too. So you can see what's happening is that it's red. And so you can't place it there. So it's just basically deleting it. So if I go to more of an open space, because I have that little sucker right there, now I've got more open space. And so let's just bring this down. So now you can see, now I can bring my shot down, and then you can trim it or you can do whatever you want with that. It just happened to be a long shot. The same thing with audio. So I can also bring any audio that I want here, like if I want this doorbell. Now the only difference is that I can't put it on the first 2 video tracks, obviously, but I can put it on any track that I want. It doesn't have to, just because it's a sound effect, you can put it anywhere. We just put these dialogue, sound effects, and music really just to help you out a little bit, so that way you can delineate where they are, and that's it. So that's how you can bring that in. You can also bring in images if you've imported anything like that, so you could do that as well. The last thing that is in here in the timeline is to export. So if I want to export any of my video, I just click on that. You can change your resolution, you can change your video codec, your audio codec, tell it where you want to do. So just find means that this is where I'm going to place it, wherever folder I'm going to place it. And then finally in the render target, it says you can do the entire project, or you can do one scene at a time. And that's the timeline.